We are live from SEC Media Days. Joining me is Coach Bryan Harsin. Coach, it's your second Media Days. You opened up with a pretty strong statement. You said we're moving on from the past. We're looking forward to the future. Can you talk a little bit about what this last month, what you guys have to get wrapped up this last month before fall camp starts to be ready for the season?
Yeah, we got to finish what we've been doing through the entire summer, and media days is that point in the year where it's like it's coming.
Yeah.
And so I think everybody knows that the season's right around the corner, and right now it's just a matter of finishing our workouts, finishing the things that we've been doing, preparing ourselves just from a football intelligence standpoint. Take a few days off. The players deserve it. All right, regroup, see family, say your goodbyes, all those things before we
Yeah.
get to fall camp, and then, like I said before, we start growing beards and we just do ball, and we start building the chemistry of this team, even more so through the game of football and the time that we spend with each other, and then school begins. There's a new part of the life of the players that they have to incorporate into what we've already been doing, and the season's upon us, and away we go.
I got to ask you, Coach. I was told a story by a player that Owen Pappo runs his decks in vests and weighted vests.
Yes.
And he said you saw that and you brought vests out to see who would pick up the vests and who's going to be a vest guy. Uh, Talk about challenging these guys to challenge themselves to get to the next level this fall.
Well, I think that's what our responsibility is to see the potential in someone that maybe they don't see.
Right.
Now, let me just say this about Owen. I didn't ask, or nobody asked Owen to grab a weight vest. He did that on his own. He set the example. Other guys followed. So he threw a weight vest on to challenge himself, and then others followed. And to me, like, that's what leadership is. It's about setting the example and then holding others accountable to that too. So if you're going to wear one, you better make it.
Right.
And that's one of the things about this team is we've got just so much better leadership on this team, maturity, and guys that are setting the example. So they're doing it themselves, but they're also holding people accountable to getting it done as well. And um, when you got a player-driven team as a coach, your job is give them a good plan and let them go to work.
Right.
And that's really what we're trying to do with our guys is believe in them, show them things maybe they don't see right away that they should see when they look in the mirror, but provide them with maybe something which might be a challenge, but it's going to get them where they want to go. Because every one of these guys wants to win. They want to help this program be the most successful in the country, and they want to go in and play at the next level.
Right.
Well, our job as coaches is to make sure we give that to them, and we do everything we can to help them achieve their goals and dreams, because that's why we're here.
Coach, last question. Everybody wants to know about quarterback, right? You got TJ Finley, who is your incumbent, but maybe didn't separate himself this spring, but you brought in a guy who won some big games last year in Zach Calzada, plus you have Robbie Ashford. You've mentioned a couple times you can play more than one quarterback. What do you anticipate your plan for quarterback is going to be this fall?
Well, let these guys keep competing. We got to see them when we get it back out there and actually play real football, and see how far they've come through summer with just their preparation physically, mentally, their intelligence that they've gained over time of just our system. And it's really going to come down to who operates our offense the best.
Right.
And when the ball is snapped, who can make those plays? And TJ's like a coach on the field. Zach has played. He's got experience. He's got a great arm. I think Robbie has come a long way from just being an at Oregon and being a baseball player. And, he's extremely athletic. I think Holden is doing a great job for a young player and just gaining confidence every day. So they're going to determine that. They're going to get their opportunities. We're going to have to dwindle down to a point where we got a couple guys competing, and then we'll make that decision. And when we do, we're going to go with that quarterback. And if somebody else deserves to play, we may have a package or two for them. But that remains to be seen. But I know those guys push each other. They do a great job competing, and we're going to have a good player behind center when it's time.
Well, we're looking forward to seeing it on the football field this fall. I want to thank Coach Bryan Harsin for sitting down to talk with us live from SEC Media Days. Guys, we're signing off as always. War Eagle.
War Eagle.
What's up, War Rapport family? Your man Ike Jones is here with I don't even know if you need an introduction. Derrick Hall is here talking to us, man. How's it been for you so far out here? Your first media day? This is your first
Yes,
time
sir.
being out here? How's it been?
It's been a great experience. Just having this opportunity to be here and represent this university. Talk about the plans that we have for the 2022 football season, and making new relationships, meeting new people. I'm blessed to be here, and it's been a fun experience.
Yeah. So listen, I was one of the fans that was hoping Derrick Hall would come back this season. What was around the decision that made you say, yeah, we got unfinished business. Let me get out here and handle that?
Oh yeah, I mean that was the biggest thing. Just really coming back and giving back to the university one more year. You only get this college experience one time,
Right.
and being able to play college football one more time, and also getting that education. Because I mean, I was sold on leaving. I told mom like I'm leaving. She was like, "What are you gonna do about your degree?" I'll go back and get it. Me knowing I wasn't. Like, I'm done. I'm so tired of school. Like there was no way I was gonna
Right.
come back. So just being able to have the opportunity to one get my education, but one just get back to this university one more time because it's poured so much into me. I mean, I love Auburn, and
Yeah.
there's no way I can leave.
Yeah, so speaking of the collegiate experience, man, you were one of the more prominent football figures that were out there during the basketball season supporting the basketball team. Just talk a little bit about kind of the atmosphere of the other athletics that are going on and how that's helped to spur on just the spirit around the university.
Right. So yeah, I went to basketball, baseball, softball, gymnastics. I mean, I moved all over, but the atmosphere in the jungle is second to none. I mean, it reminds me of a lot of the student section for football, and that's one thing I can say about Auburn, man. Auburn fans are always going to be there, no matter what. I mean, just I mean, the love that I share for Auburn and what Auburn loves me. I mean, it's crazy. But just being able to be in the atmosphere and sit back and relax and not have to worry about playing in it, but just to
Hmm.
be able to take it all in and visualize it, I mean, it's special. I mean,
Yeah.
Auburn is second to none.
So this is likely the last season that we're going to see you down there on the plains. Are there any things that you are setting as a personal goal for yourself this year? I know team goals, of course, they're out there, but are there things that Derrick Hall wants to do this season specifically when we see him out here on the field?
I mean, man, I haven't really thought about it too much. Like you said, the biggest thing goes is winning championships, so that's what I want to do. I mean, obviously, I want to take that next step in my game, get more sacks, get more tackles, and help this team take that next step. But the biggest thing, I mean, like you said, is to help reach those team goals and win the championship. So, I mean, I feel like if I can do that, all my personal goals will fall into place.
Okay, I hear that. I hear that. Um, as far as your defensive line responsibilities, like
Hmm.
last year, you were a menace off of the edge. Are there things that you are being asked to do right now in a scheme that are different? Like, are there different things? Because we talked with Jason Jones recently, and we saw out there on A-Day, he was like out there on the edge. Like, are there other things that you feel like they're going to be people are going to see this year that they haven't seen from Derrick Hall before from a responsibility standpoint?
Yes. So, I'm not going to disclose the information what I'm going to be doing, obviously, but there are a lot of different things that I'll be able to put on film that I haven't had a chance to put on film.
Right.
So I mean, the scheme hasn't changed a lot. I mean, Smith is really keeping the same scheme that we've had. He changed some verbiage and stuff like that, but there are a few assignment tweaks that we're doing
Okay.
as far as the defense and my position. So,
Yeah.
yeah, there'll definitely be a few changes.
Yeah, yeah, definitely can't give away everything right here, but I feel that very much, man. So just from the standpoint of how it is to be an Auburn Tiger in your last season, what do you feel like? How does that feel? Like just like this is gonna be that last hurrah type of thing. How does that feel for you personally?
Me personally, I mean, it is very special. You know, like I said, that's one reason I came back. Auburn is a very special place, and you don't get what you get at Auburn anywhere else.
Hmm.
So me being able to be here and taking it all in one last time, it's gonna be tough for me. I'm not gonna lie. It's gonna be tough to step away from Auburn and obviously, hopefully, I'm blessed enough to have that aspiration to reach my next goal with the NFL.
Yeah,
But it's definitely gonna be tough to leave Auburn because I mean I love Auburn so dearly, and I can't take this opportunity for granted because I know this is my last go around.
yeah.
And just being able to go out there and lay it all on the line for this university and help this program take the next step is what means the most to me.
How do you feel about where the defense is right now? And as far as like going into the season, again, you've got the experience. Where would you rank the feeling in the locker room, specifically on the defensive side, based upon the past years that you've had?
A million. We're confident. Like we are very confident. We got Owen back, Zion's back, Simp's back. So I mean, those guys are gonna take care of that linebacker in the back end, and we got the front end shut down.
Mm,
Me, Kobe, Eku, Marcus Harris. You got guys like Keith Burks, Dylan Brooks, Zacchaeus Walker. Everybody's stepping up. So we are very confident in our ability this upcoming season, and I hope everybody sustains that leadership and sustains that goal, and we're able to go out and pitch as many shutouts as possible because they can't score, they can't win.
Absolutely, absolutely. We're definitely looking forward to it here at the War Report, man. I appreciate you taking a few minutes to sit down and talk with us. We are here with Auburn defensive lineman, the man, Derick Hall, man. You guys need to stay tapped in right here. We're live at SEC Media Days with the man. Appreciate you coming by, man.
Yes, sir. Thank you for having me.
All right.
What's up, War Rapport family? We are back live from SEC Media Days. I got my guy, John Samuel Shenker, here with me. You've been doing a lot of interviews, talking about what the season's going to be like. This is your first trip up to Media Days. What's the experience been like for you, and how much of an honor is it to be chosen to come represent Auburn?
It was awesome. I mean, just to even get picked for this and how the day works, it's kind of chaotic, honestly. To everything that we do and all the people that we talk to, and now we get to talk to Auburn people. It's really special. I'm excited about it, and we're getting close to wrapping it up, but it's something I will not forget.
I was listening to you over in the other interview room, and the reporter asked you a question that you got a little spicy with there for a second. What's the best question you've been asked today?
Oh gosh, one guy, I guess he's an LSU reporter. He's asking me about the LSU game and things in the past and things like that. And then he asked me about Brian Kelly, like I knew him. It's like,
I don't know Brian Kelly.
I don't know him very well.
Oh my goodness.
So like, next question, I don't know him.
Well, listen, you made the trip. I did ask Coach Harsin about the, Vegas put the over under for Auburn at 5.5 games, and there is an expectation that you guys could lose to some teams like LSU that you beat last year. Do you feel a little disrespected when you hear that speculation?
Well, I think it's easy to speculate, especially when you're not in our locker room, in our practices, and all you see is numbers, right?
Right.
You see what happened last year. We did start 6-2, but we fell off. And that's totally on us. And I think the guys that played last year understand that. And our job is to flip that and to bring Auburn back to where they belong.
Right.
And so having that experience, it is frustrating, but in a good way.
Right.
Now we have a chip. And when you have a chip on your shoulder and everything is pushing the right way, with the culture is going right, you can do some special things.
Yeah, I think you said something that was important there about, like, hey, nobody's in the locker room, right? And you guys started 6-2 and it fell off at the end. What things are you guys doing this summer that's going to help you finish stronger next season?
Well, I think you keep that in mind the entire summer. Everything you do, remember back to the second half of last year. You think back on what happened, what we can do to make sure that doesn't happen again. So when you're training, that's what you're training for. You're training for the second half, not necessarily the first half.
Right.
And so to have that in our back pocket is such a big motivation. It's such a weapon that we can use in this coming season.
Okay, well, listen, we're looking forward to seeing it on the field on Saturdays this fall. We hope you guys go out there, kick major ass. Hey, it's Mike G live from SEC Media Days with my guy John Samuel Shenker. Look out for him and the Auburn Tigers on the field this fall.